Mr. Randall King, thank
Yes,
you for
sir.
sitting down with us.
Glad to be here, brother. Glad to be here.
CMA Fest, how's it feel?
Uh, Busy, but it's incredible, man. The weather's actually really great today. The last time I was here, it was way too hot. You couldn't even walk on the pavement, bro. Boots would melt to the pavement.
I bet, I
It's
bet.
hot.
Speaking of boots on pavement, 90,000 country music fans all on Lower Broadway. As a performer, what does it mean to you to see such a big turnout to support live music?
I mean, it's incredible. It's powerful, man. Because I believe the country music is a connection from soul to soul. Uh, it's a connection through the walks of life, and to see 90,000 people on the same page, it's a good feeling.
I bet. Now, Texas boy, the way you grew up, and like a lot of other amazing musicians, I feel like there's a certain work ethic growing up with some rural roots, and especially in Texas,
Yeah, man.
and appreciation for hard work. Do you think that's what translated over to your pursuing this music career?
I think it definitely helped my music career. But also, again, man, it's like I said about walks of life, right? You've got people out there that every single day they 9 to 5 and they come out here and they're living.
Mm-hmm.
This is their breath. This is where they actually feel like they're living life, not just working the grind. So for me, working my entire life, understanding that scale, doing it myself, I feel like my songs relate to those people a lot because they get it.
Mm-hmm.
They understand what it's like to work for a living, and I think that's important, man. Giving them a fresh breath of air, and that's what country music's for.
Giving a voice to the masses, really.
Absolutely.
Being a voice, you're also a huge voice for the neo-traditional, true honky tonk sound. How does it feel being one of those like staples of, especially in this new era?
Well, man, I feel a staple is a big statement on it, man. I feel like I'm still out there earning my keep, you know. But we've definitely been doing it a while, last 10 years, man. And I've watched a lot of those guys come up with me and doing the same thing. You know, there wasn't a big platform for a lot of the young guys doing honky tonks, doing traditional country music like that. And for me, Kojo carved that path, Party carved that path. So it's really cool to see a bunch of kids out there doing it now, man. It's Country music's here to stay, baby.
Exactly. And one of the ways you did this was into the neon.
Yeah,
Like how?
18 songs, man.
18, that's crazy.
It's a big record.
What was your mindset when you went into the studio for all those?
I just wanted to do something different with my sonics, man. For me, my self-titled record kicked into my roots, my raising. I grew up on 90s country, so there's a lot of influence of that naturally. Didn't try for it. It just naturally came out in that record. Shot Glass was a little bit more on the modern scale of traditional country, and it was just a blast to make. And I feel like that record's like right in the middle ground, right? Like that was straight down the line country. And then you got to the right into the neon. The pendulum swung a little bit. We got a little more modern with the sound. We went edgy with the sound. I wouldn't call it modern. We went edgy with the sound. I'm a big fan of Gary Allan.
Oh yeah.
Smoke Rings in the Dark. Early Dirks Bentley. And we took a lot of that element and put it all through this record. And you very much hear that within the sonics of it. And that's still Randall King. It's still me. I've been trying to get some of that sound in there in my music as it is. And now this next record, 2026, that's what we aim for. We're going to put the pendulum right back down the middle. And we're going straight country, traditional country. Merle Haggard, George Strait, Alan Jackson, just right down the line.
Awesome. I bet that's just going to tear up every radio station from
I'm ready for
here
it,
to
dude.
Texas. Speaking of switching things up a little bit, you definitely did that with Adrian Santos.
Yeah, but that's different from anything I've ever done. I love it.
How did that come about?
So the label Warner
Uh-huh.
set it all up because he's also on Warner down in Mexico, right? So they set it up to do these collabs. I believe almost a year and a half ago.
Wow.
Pretty close to it. We sat down, we wrote that song together. You sit in a room with these, like, had to have a translator. So it was really cool because I got to write my English parts. He wrote his Spanish parts. And, bro, he did this. He played slap acoustic bass. And that's the parts that are running through that song. All the I mean, it's nuts. I watched them do that in person. I'm like, oh, This kid is talented, son. Like off the charts talented.
I
So
bet it's,
it was great to route with him.
I bet it's gotta be a little bit stressful because you're like bilingual song. Like you,
Yeah.
like, are we matching the same?
It was a tough day for sure, getting it done, getting it written. But man, once I started putting it together, they built the track right there in the room. They started putting it together, and I was like, this is different. You know what I mean? Because it's like the time signature is not something that I would normally do. So to write to it, I felt like I was bringing in a little bit of Merle Haggard, like Seashores of Old Mexico, a little bit of that in there. And it's just I've never even really truly listened to his style of music before, and I was mind blown.
Really?
Like you hear some of it on the radios down in Texas, you listen to some of it.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure.
Mostly Tejano, right? Like this isn't even Tejano. This is, I think they call it corridos. Corridos, dude, unreal.
Wow. You were a tour junkie. You're just 100 some days. I think I saw a video. You were talking about 200 some days on the road.
Yeah,
some
we average 135 shows a year, so it probably in total evens out to 220, 250 days total gone on the road.
Having a little baby at home, that's got to be tough.
Man. It's tough, man. It's tougher. It's definitely tougher on Brittany than it is me. She's there taking care of her. But it's hard being away, man, because I mean, she's fresh out, and you want to experience every day that you can with her, and experience her growing up. Because I mean, she's only gonna be that size for so long. She's only gonna be that age for so long. And I know all the way up to they're 18, that's what you feel, right? But man, when they're just fresh in your life, like, I want to be there. I want to see every moment that I can. So it's hard being away from it.
Has another artist reached out, giving you advice, fatherly advice? Or anything?
Yeah, there's all sorts of unsolicited advice from everybody and their dog.
Well, do you, Father's Day is right around the corner, so do you have any advice for any new fathers or anything like that?
Patience for sure. And it's not just about the kiddo. It's about mama too. Like it's very important to just try to do your best to be there for both of them, and understand that it's a world that you don't understand, and be patient.
Switching gears a little bit, what is your favorite song to perform live?
That's a tough question, dude, because there's so many I love. Still to this day, probably "Mirror Mirror" is one of my favorites. From the very first day I ever played that song, I knew there was something special to it, because before I was even done playing it, it's not out anywhere in the world, and you had people singing it back.
Wow.
And I went,
that's got to be crazy.
There's something to that. And watching it grow through the years of it just being one of our biggest songs, man. As soon as we kick into it, the crowd goes nuts, phones go up, and just screaming it. And I'm like, yes, that's one of my favorites to perform, only because of that.
Now, I think you're a legend, but I also know.
Thank you. That's big boots. That's big boots. I appreciate that.
But just your sound and just who you are, your presence, it's just, to me, if you had told me you've been doing this for 30 years, I believe you. But
sometimes it feels like it.
But you're also a super bright rising star at the same time, which is a weird thing. But for your current fans and for your new fans, what do you hope they get from Randall King music?
I hope at some point my music touches your soul. I hope that at some point it heals you in some way, helps you through something, or at that point it helps you cut a little loose. You know what I mean?
Have a cold one.
As long as it connects in some way, and then I feel like the songs that I write, the songs that I've chosen, and songs that we've got out there do all three. So
couldn't say it any better.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you,
Mr. Randall. Thank you.
Hey, pleasure's mine, man. Thank you guys.
Appreciate you, boss.